One of the things I noticed from learning more and more, I started working since I was 18, since my dad got sick. I was doing first off drywalling, and then framing, and then after that I went taping. After that I became a foreman first, like I was in charge of 4 men at least, and then we would do multiple things, multiple trades, help out. And because I was a fast learner, plus my dad is a carpenter, I also became a carpenter and wood carver. I did all of that before the age of 20. And then age of 22, I started being a machine operator, bulldozer, bobcats, all those skid steers, I even drove a 70-ton crane, and yeah, I was learning fast, more and more and more, and I was more and more proud of myself because I can say, oh, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that, more and more and more. People think like, oh, jack of all trades, you dilute yourself, but the thing is, when you can say, I'm a car mechanic, I am a accountant, I grow my own food, and if you can master those three, that's like a lifetime for each of one. But if you can master all three, you become like more than. Because like with a car mechanic, you can maybe make some mechanism to help with the farming, the this and that. You can maybe make something. For instance, Henry Ford, he wanted to make tractors first, right? As a car mechanic, and then later on he started trying to develop, after he made millions and billions in our today's value, he started making cars in order to make tractors and this and that. But the point is, it's not the more you have, the more you dilute yourself. It's the more you accumulate, and that knowledge is actually solid, instead of like knowing 5% of this, 5% of that, 5% of this. It's good to, if you're a businessman, to know a little bit of everything. That's amazing. But if you're actually trying to be someone like Joe Rogan, comedian, shitty comedian at that, right? I'm sorry, but it is what it is. And then he combined with fighting and this and that, he combined all these things into, oh, he was also curious about conspiracies, which a lot of people are, because things are being hidden. But the point is, when you combine multiple skills into one, you become something new, right? Like video games, right? That's combining programming with creativity, with going towards one task in order to achieve something. You create something out of nothing. Or like myself, I can buy some land, I can build a house by myself, everything, every single little thing, because my employer was like, yo, learn how to do this or it's your job. So I learned how to do this, and I train other people to do it in order to secure my position, aka not getting fired. So it was in a place of fear instead of a place of reward. I did so much but I gained so little. They were charging $400 for my services but paying me $20. Even though I was 20, still good money at that time, but like, why charge $400 and give me $20? Doesn't make sense, but as I said, combine multiple skills into one. Like if you're a shitty comedian, shitty drawer, you cannot become Picasso or become like someone, a comedian, I don't know, a lot of them, but you can combine it into cartoons. A lot of people did and made, millions. So combining multiple skills and being able to say, I am more than just an accountant. And shit, if your kind of job goes to shit, you can rely on being a mechanic or making food. But like, at the end of the day, be a master of three or two, multiple than one thing, and don't limit yourself in a box, because you can always combine multiple skills into one. Anything that's complicated and made a lot of money, like computers, like cars, like any industry that's massive, combine multiple skills into one. A phone that I'm using right now, Steve Jobs was like, oh, I want a camera. He was fascinated about lenses. He made cameras when he was a kid. He fascinated about TVs. A phone is a TV and a camera. You see what I'm going with this? Combine multiple skills and master multiple skills. Don't be 55% unless you're like a businessman and you don't do any work. But value, internal value, comes from I am, instead of I am only. I am this, and this, and you're proud of, and you're secure no matter what the weather comes. Instead of fuck, if there's no need for accountants because of special programs,